The still. The anomaly designated as the still is the second confirmed species to emerge from gateway portals. Unlike the more common dwellers, the stills are considered rare. However, their impact on both human health and gateway research cannot be overstated. Standing at 12 feet, nearly twice the height of the average human male, the still is a silent, motionless figure at first glance. But beneath its passivity lies a far more dangerous truth. The still resembles a humanoid with exaggerated proportions, long limbs, emaciated frame, and a drooping, gaping mouth permanently set in a downward frown. They have no visible jaw, and their large white eyes resemble tragic theatrical masks. Despite their humanoid frame, they do not appear to breathe much like dwellers, and their bodies remain completely still. The danger posed by a still is not physical but psychological. The still emits a continuous infrasound when someone is within a 100-meter radius of extremely low-frequency vibrations that are imperceptible to the human ear, but the body still hears it and the brain reacts. Symptoms of exposure include the following: intense nausea, confusion, fear, migraines, and a phenomenon we refer to as infrasound sink. After 30 minutes of when victims fail to make a distance of 2 miles away from a still after being psychologically attacked from being within 100 meters of a still, all movement of the victim will cease and remain in a permanent standing position while remaining conscious, where the only thing they are capable of doing is breathing. The facial features of the victim will also turn into a permanent frown, much like the features of a still. Not even blinking is an option, no matter the pain. The sound emitted by a still can also be recorded, played back, and still cause the same effects of exposure. This makes the still the first confirmed case of a contagious frequency. If the sound of the still is recorded and heard by a victim, the symptoms of intense nausea, confusion, and fear will still occur to anyone who hears it. These effects will also wear off after 30 minutes, and if no still is within 2 miles during that time, the victim will return to normal. Stills, much like dwellers, also disappear under any light except for red light and don't prefer light or dark areas. Guns also have no effect on them. There is currently no known method to harm a still. Our leading theory is that the still serve as a potential broadcast tower at night, a natural or artificial warning system for something larger, something that hasn't yet emerged. Each still produces a unique but synchronized infrasound signature. We believe this is part of a long-range communication system, or possibly a surveillance network. The only known immunity to the still effects lies with the deaf. Individuals born without the capacity to perceive sound are unaffected by the infrasound. Because of this, all long-term research and retrieval teams are composed entirely of deaf personnel. The following image represents where gateways are now commonly found, expanding to multiple states of the US and even parts of Mexico. The next image now represents where dwellers are commonly found, also expanding to multiple states including parts of Mexico, and are appearing at an alarming rate. With this updated information, this next image represents where the still are found, showing the rarity of their appearances. Our next anomaly is the burr.